This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the LSU Tigers. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
This crowd, full of throats, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
To the air. It's Prince. He's got it down the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
I tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooners offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
On second down, he'll fire. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Third down play from the gun. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 40. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Back to throw, it's Fritz. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. The back goes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw, it's Prince. He rifles one deep down the middle. Picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He'll do it himself. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
They're bringing heat. Get it out on the screen. Makes a man miss. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Sometimes it's not about fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use it. But exactly. Get it to him. Let him break tackles. Let him make plays. Easy decision.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. On 2nd and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting work, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Unit on the field. And it's perfect. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Comes from inside his own 5. Oh, the ball's out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get caught. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
The give out of the gun. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooner. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When when you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Hill starts the return inside the spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Prince. They're trying to get to it. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Using the quick game. At the 45 on its way. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the 1st overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the...
Fires one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. Feeling some heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Chavez.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a... possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive...
Oh, look out. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He makes the grab. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. With the catch, it's Chavez. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's lobbed into the air, and that one's going to be picked off. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Not only do you have the big gain and you sort of knock the defense back, but you're also set up in the red zone. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And they may have got the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game, offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And the Sooners are on the move. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fuentes. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop it, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the...
It's complete! A huge pickup! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Unloads quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Tigers! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's hand.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Look at the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll leave it with him. Hits the spin cycle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll run the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. Gets away from one. He's got space. Pulled down for the tackle.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what?
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Gets away from one, finds room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run it to the right. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They move the tight end all over. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Sooner! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you'd be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching his defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, LSU. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own kickoff team, everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The run from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. Oh, it's out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Excellent field position here for the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a man. It's Prince. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
How about the day for this young man? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense. That guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, to get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Chavez.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the big fella.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to the running game. That's 20. He's got space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
The run to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so good.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to throw it again. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He's going to pass. Back open in the middle. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more for that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
on to attempt the try. Right down the middle. They march 78 yards down the field, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When you get this deep in the season and that 0 is still in the lost column, that target on your back just gets bigger and bigger.
And some people handle it better than others. We've seen some teams melt late in the season, and we've seen other teams thrive on it and embrace it. So this team so far has embraced it, and everything they've shown me, Jesse, throughout the regular season says that they're going to continue to embrace it and continue to play well.
Yeah, that's a great point, guys. They've got the target on their backs right now. It's not sneaking up on anybody the way they might have done earlier in the year when we didn't quite know who they were or what they're about. Everybody right now in the entire country, all of college football, knows that this team's for real. They've got to put it together now to close this season out strong.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.